morning, how the devil are you? You well? Excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. It is a gloriously sunny day in the UK here. We're having some beautiful weather at the moment. Yesterday was a working from home day, so I didn't really film much of that because, let's face it, how much of me sitting in the living room trying to do some work can you really watch? So today though, I'm back in Newbury again. I've got a busy day ahead of me, lots of work to get done. I've also got a big meeting this morning with Julia Blake from Blake Consultancies, who's one of my clients, and we do a lot of repurposing for her content, going through things like her Facebook Lives and all that kind of stuff and repurposing it into other stuff, which is part of my how to 9 times your social media process. So writing a blog, doing a Facebook Live, then taking that Facebook Live and turning it into more content than you can swing a cat at. That would mean that then you can start actually communicating to people on lots of different social media channels. So then you can start doing memes, you can start doing short form video, you can start doing a podcast, all from creating just a blog, basically. So so working with her at the moment, going through some creative process stuff to just push forward through the rest of the year, but she's already smashing it anyway, so that's going to be a really cool meeting. And then I've got some other bits and pieces I'm going to do as well, so I will catch you guys in just a moment. I'm off into this meeting. Alright then, awesome meeting with Julia, always good to catch up with her anyway, but getting the creative juices flowing and all that kind of stuff, got some great ideas out that we're going to implement over the next few weeks and months, so that was a good meeting. Now, I'm off down to Harrison's, grab a brew and get some work done. Now then, for those of you who may or may not know, I used to work in radio, and this is something I wanted to talk to you about yesterday, but I never got a chance to finish out the vlog, so I'll do it now. Yesterday was a monumental day in radio, but not in a good way. So there's always been laws in place that radio shows have to be localised and done locally by local presenters or presenters that are brought in, but the radio stations are actually in the town that they're actually in. So when I first moved down south, I was working on a radio station called Kick FM. It was Newbury's local radio station, therefore the radio station studios were in Newbury, and we were presenters on that studio, on that station, and we presented local radio, local news, local events, what's going on, local music sometimes, all that kind of stuff. And there was a big change in the Ofcom rules that came through earlier on this year, and there are some big radio groups in the UK, and they have all now decided, because of these new rule changes, which means that the shows don't need to come from a local radio station, that they're going to close down a lot of local radio stations and nationalise the breakfast shows, which is shocking, which means the radio shows will never be local to the area ever again. There will be local elements in there. There are clever ways of making it feel like it's local, but it won't be local. It's a way of saving money. It's a way of, basically, all these big groups have gone around and bought lots and lots of different radio stations, and they want a fast result, they want a fast return, and there's no patience within those businesses, so they want to make money quickly, because radio is a money-making business rather than something to try and help entertain people, which is why internet radio is doing so well nowadays, because internet radio allows people to be entertaining and talk to the listener, whereas normal radio, it's 15-second links, bang bang bang, here's another song, and you might as well have your iPod for that. So these local radio stations, local as they are right now, are going to become even less local, less personal to the people who live in those areas, because they've closed down quite a lot of radio services. So out of, I think it's 24 different radio sites, they're closing 10. It's looking like it's going to pretty much cost about 250 people their jobs. It's something very close to my heart, which is local radio. I just think the radio company or the independent radio station that actually realises delivering true local radio, where they do local music, they do local events, they go and do local outside broadcasts, they get local people in interviewed and talking to them, local businesses and all this kind of stuff, is the one that will win. Because it's what the BBC do so well. They do things like local radio fantastically, and these big groups who are now just closing down radio stations and creating national services rather than local services, yeah, it's just a real shocking state of affairs at the moment. And for me, to everybody I know who works in those radio services, and I know quite a few people in quite a few of the sites that look like they're going to be closed down, I can only wish you good luck, really, and I hope that you find something that you're passionate about and still want to do. It might still be in radio, it might not be. Let's face it, there's going to be 250 people looking for jobs now, and yeah, it's scary. It really is scary that this can happen to what is supposed to be a local service to people and truly isn't. Well, won't be. It currently kind of is. It's not as much as it should be, but it's really not going to be going forward. So, yeah, shocking. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to my little mini rant there. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow for another vlog. Well, that's today actually. And yeah, I'm kind of lost for words at the moment about this news. And every time I start talking about it, I could get really angry because it's just wrong. But just move forwards, and good luck to all my friends, and yeah, fingers crossed for you. Anyway, sleep tight, don't let the bad bugs bite, sweet dreams, and be healthy. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Morning, how the devil are you? Well, excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. It is another glorious day, although apparently it's the last one that we're going to have for a while in the UK, because apparently the weather's going to suck again very soon. I'll believe it when I see it, because when they say suck, it's kind of like it drops a few degrees, but maybe this time next week I'll be walking around in snow up to here. We'll see, I don't know. Anyway, today's a long, busy day after a very hard night. Max was interesting last night, shall we say. So yes, it's going to be an interesting day. Got bigger, brighter, bolder this evening, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to crack on with, and a meeting with Ali, who is an old client of mine but also a friend as well, and catching up with her in Harrison. So let's get ourselves there and go grab a brew. Alright then, good afternoon's work in Harrison's Coffee. Also brilliant to catch up with Ali Isla as well. She works for Heritage Estate Planning, and they do wills and probate and lasting power of attorney and all that kind of stuff. And so we've done some work in the past together, and it was just a nice catch up over a brew. So this evening I've got bigger, brighter, bolder. I'm absolutely knackered. My mum always used to say, Simon, energy breeds energy. So I'm down at the gym, I'm going to do a cardio session and hopefully breed some energy to see me through the rest of this evening. How the devil are you? Well, excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. See, I told you the good weather was going away and the crap weather was coming in. It's raining today. I'm over in Andover though. I'm at the Hampshire golf course, and I'm down here for a spot of networking with Andover Coffee and Networking Morning. It's a good one to come along to. It's completely free, which is really cool. There's some really nice small businesses here, and you find a lot more businesses here than potentially people who maybe do it as a sideline and that kind of stuff. So it's good to get here, come and have a chat with people, and yeah, just catch up with somebody you know and keep building those relationships. So I'm going to get myself in there and I'll see you guys afterwards. Morning, how the devil are you? Well, excellent, me too. No, I wish I could say thanks for asking. I can't say me too, I'm not good. I am so tired. Oh my word, can you put newborns back and have them back out in about 18 years? That would be amazing. Max is killing us at the moment. The last few days have been really hard, and this morning even worse, because I think I've had about an hour and a half sleep because I had to be up at 5:30 to get down to B&I because I'm subbing for somebody today, and that's really cool, and it's nice that I get to come down here and that they asked me, but damn, I'm exhausted. Anyway, so we'll get cracking with the day. I'm going to go in there, do my thing, have some breakfast, probably come back out here and fall asleep in the car for an hour or so. So I will see you guys afterwards, hopefully feeling a little bit more sprightly after a coffee and a full English. And like I say, maybe I might even come out afterwards and have a little sleep, but I doubt that's going to happen. Absolutely lovely, as always, to catch up with Tim Butcher, an old friend of mine from when I used to work in radio. Yeah, really good mate, and he's got a bad shoulder at the moment, so it'd be nice to see him because he's not been in the area for very long recently, because he's not been able to drive and stuff. So yeah, good to see you, Tim. Right, now I'm going to head back home, and you see, I'm really struggling to speak today. The lack of sleep finally catching up with me. I'm absolutely shattered. Gonna get my car, gonna go home, get some sleep, because tonight I'm looking after Max, because Susanna is back at work tomorrow doing what's called the keeping in touch day. So she gets half a day in work and I get half a day looking after Max, but I also have to look after him tonight all night. So yeah, that'll be fun. How the devil are you? Well, excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. I'm down here at Audley Inglewood for something brand new actually. I'm still part of Bigger Brighter Bolder, but I've been put in a slightly different group, which means I'm here all day to do lots of learning and lots of helping in what's called like a mastermind group. It's not quite mastermind, it's Success Groups Plus, and it's just a chance to sit down with a smaller group of people and go through lots of different stuff and mindset bits and pieces and things like that. So I'm going to get myself inside and see what happens. Peekaboo! Morning, how the devil are you? Excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. Welcome to Newbury, another sunny, glorious day. Yesterday was a big, hard, solid day doing the bigger, brighter, bolder success groups plus a lot of stuff to take in, but yeah, well worth doing. Today I'm off to catch up with an old friend of mine, so we'll go see who it is. Told you I was meeting somebody. Mr. B.
Before you.
The other Benson's here as well, but he's over there somewhere. Yeah. How's life?
Good, mate. Very busy. Lots of exciting plans that I can't talk about. Classic.
Yeah. The typical YouTuber way.
That is it. This is officially.
I've got something really awesome happening. It's going to be brilliant, but I can't tell you.
In 20 years' time. Might have grandkids. Might have kids.
Alright then, good to see George, good to see Lawrence, good to get loads of work done, and now I need to go and get this mop on the top of my head sorted out with a haircut down at the Unruly.